Welcome to the world of pickleball, a fun and exciting sport that's taking the world by storm. Whether you're a seasoned pro or beginner just starting out, one of the most important skills to master in pickleball is keeping the ball low. Why, you ask? Because the low ball not only makes it harder for your opponent to attack, but it also gives you greater control over the game. By keeping the ball low, you can dictate the pace of the game, forcing your opponent to play on your terms. But how exactly do you keep the ball low in pickleball? Fear not, as we're about to share with you the 5 key ways to keep the ball low so you can prevent an attack before it happens. But before we begin, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to join the pickleball community and keep the tips coming. Let's unlock our full potential together. Number 1, avoid hitting low to high. Let's face it, pickleball keeping the ball low is crucial to winning the game. But how do you do it without opening yourself up to attack from your opponent? Well, it all comes down to the way you swing your paddle. First and foremost, you want to avoid hitting low to high. This may seem counterintuitive, but it's simple physics. Hitting the ball with a low to high motion will produce a high contact point for your opponent, making it all too easy for them to attack on the next shot. So what's the solution? Soft shots. That's right, when dealing with a low contact point, it's almost always better to use a soft shot, sending the ball in a way that clears the net but descends before reaching your opponent. This forces them to have a low contact point, making it more difficult for them to attack on the next shot. Number 2, attack their feet. To win a pickleball, one of the main goals is to prevent your opponent from attacking you with high contact points. While keeping the ball low on their side is important, it's even more crucial to ensure that they can't hit it high. And one of the best ways to do that is by targeting their feet with the majority of your shots, whether you hit them hard or soft. Aiming for their shoelaces can also be effective in forcing a low contact point, even if the ball has technically high at some point on their side. So don't worry about hitting the ball in any particular way or with a specific intensity. Just focus on hitting their feet and forcing a low contact point. That's the key to winning a pickleball. Number 3, work on developing quick hands and feet. To be a successful pickleball player, you need to have quick hands and feet. Moving to the ball and hitting it at its highest point as soon as possible after it crosses the net is key. This allows you to take the ball at the highest contact point available to you on that particular shot. While this may not always be possible, it's important to strive to get to your shots as quickly as possible to maximize the height of your contact with the ball. Why is this important? Well, anytime you make contact above the net, it becomes dramatically easier to keep the ball low on your opponent's side. This is due to the possibility of hitting down onto your opponent's court. By factoring in neck clearance, hitting a level or downward shot becomes easier. Number 4, learn about paddle face and angle. Let's talk about how the angle of your paddle face affects your shot. It's important to make contact with the ball when it's out in front of you, in the sweet spot, rather than beside or behind you. This is where you have the most control over your paddle face angle. If you're reaching or jammed, you're more likely to have a contact point that's too open or too closed, which leads to less control and can result in errors. When you want to hit soft shots from a low contact point, you'll need an open paddle face angle at contact. But if you have a higher shot that you can drive with a more level trajectory, it's best to keep it low by aiming lower to the net with a full swinging drive shot. This will often result in a low contact point for your opponent, or at the very least, make it difficult to attack your shot back. On the other hand, if you have a very high contact point, like on high volley or overhead, you can have a downwards facing angle on your paddle face, which is often referred to as a closed paddle face. Just remember that the angle of your paddle face affects the trajectory of your shot, so adjust accordingly to maximize your control and effectiveness on the court. Number 5, grip pressure. Let's talk about grip pressure. Your grip on the paddle can affect how high or low you hit the ball. But did you know that when things get heated on the court, it's easy to subconsciously tighten your grip? This can cause the ball to rebound off your paddle harder and higher than you'd like. It's important to have a firm grip when counter-attacking, but tightening your grip from fear or panic is never a good idea. Instead, consciously loosen your death grip on the paddle when things get fast-paced. This is especially important for soft shots, which require your paddle to absorb some of the ball's speed. By hitting a soft shot with a gentle arc, you can reset the point and keep your opponent's contact low. Even if they hit hard at you, this is a high-level skill that takes time and dedication to master, but it's definitely worth it. So how do you tackle high balls in your pickleball games? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more pickleball tips and tutorials. Your support helps us create more content like this to help you improve your game. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video.